Hey everyone, I'm back and today we're going to be talking about Spirited Away. And this movie came out in 2002, I believe. And it's the only Studio Ghibli film that I've seen. And I watched this movie for the first time, I think like a year ago. Really loved it, and I still really love this movie. And what I really love about this movie is the animation. It looks beautiful, and there's lots of different character designs, and I love all of that. And it's a really beautiful looking movie. I like the colors of everything, and I really like the characters in this movie. And they're all very likable characters. There's also some really great music in this movie, and I can remember the music pretty well, and it fits in every scene that's in this movie. And I really enjoyed the character interactions, and every character has so much to them. And probably my favorite character would be No Face. Probably because he's a character that doesn't really talk and he just speaks with his actions mostly. And I'll get into more of his character later in terms of where his character eventually goes. One thing that I really love is each scene in this movie has time to breathe. This movie isn't really fast-paced. It's a mix between... It's somewhere between very super fast-paced and a slow burn. It's a mix. It's somewhere in between those two. I thought the pacing was great, and it allowed, as I said, each scene time to breathe, and that made each scene more enjoyable for me to watch. And the rules that they set up in this world are very well defined, and they make sense. And I can't really think of any scenarios where they break their own rules. There's a lot of magic in this movie, and all of it, sometimes it doesn't really explain how the magic works. Actually, most of the time it doesn't explain it. But it doesn't really matter, and the only times where they explain how something works is if there's a point to it. And I really enjoyed that. And there's also some kind of disturbing things in this movie, especially with No Face, how he's just kind of eating people alive. And this movie isn't really so much of a kid's movie. It's kind of more for, I would say, at least 12-year-olds-ish, not quite PG-13. I don't know if young kids are going to be okay with this movie because there's some kind of scary things that happen in this movie, especially conceptually, as to like what's going on. In terms of issues that I have, there was one scene where our main character was yelling in a barn, and I was thinking to myself, I don't think you should be yelling in this scenario. It kind of makes sense, but it just didn't work for me, is what I'm gonna say. And there's one other thing. It's so small. It's a dream sequence that's like 10 seconds long, but thinking back on it, it didn't need to be in the movie, honestly. And that's about all I have to say about Spirited Away. It's great. It has its problems, but overall, I would highly recommend you check this movie out, even if you're not into kind of kids movies, I guess, or animated movies all that much. I still think this is a very good movie, and it has a little something for everybody to enjoy. And I'm going to give Spirited Away an 8 out of 10. Thank you for watching my videos. As always, if you enjoyed this review, be sure to leave a like and comment down below what you thought of Spirited Away down below. And my social media links, they will all be in the description down below, so follow me there. And last but not least, subscribe to be a part of Foley Nation. And I'll see you when I get my next review up. And I'm thinking of a couple things for my next review. I'm not sure what it's going to be. I have a few ideas. One of them being The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, directed by David Fincher from 2011. That's one that I'm most likely going to do. If that's not going to be my next video, then it's going to be the one after that. So that's kind of what's going on. So my next one might be a complete mystery, but we'll see what happens. But until I get that up, thank you for watching and have a great day.